This game is amazing, and that's honestly the only word I can use to describe it. So right when you boot up the game, you're given this really good opening that just gets you so excited and so pumped up. Everything is so energetic. Everything about this game is just so good. Everything stands out. All of the menus and all of that shit, super easy to access. Super easy to navigate. I don't even speak Japanese, and I'm able to fully understand what's going on regarding like all the menus and the skills that I'm using and things like that. And it might just be one of those things where I have experience playing a SMT game before in Japanese because I played Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse in Japanese. But anybody that has this game in Japanese and doesn't speak the language could literally just use a translator for some of the skills. And as long as they've played a Persona game or a Shin Megami Tensei game before, they'll understand what they're using. They'll know if they're using a Mabufu or if they're using a Mabufu Dain or a Zio or Almighty skill, you know, Megidolon, whatever it is that you guys are using, whatever skills, whatever attacks you want to use, you guys would not have a hard time understanding that you're doing this, and you guys would not be struggling to figure out what skill is what, because everything is just pretty easy to, you know, kind of get through and understand, I guess. And that's just a big factor in this game. Everything is so easy to access, and everything is so easy to understand. It's like, hey, do I want to go and fast travel somewhere? Boom, I press one button. I'm inside of the school and I want to get to the bottom floor so I can do a social link. Boom, I press one button. Then I'm there. If I'm outside and I want to go to the gym, boom, I press one button. Boom, I'm in the little area where the gym is, and I can go get my strength up at the gym. If I want to go buy a book at the store or I want to go buy an item, boom, I'm there. Boom, I'm there. It's just so easy for you to get to places. It's not difficult at all. And this game's presentation overall is just great. I mean, you can be walking through the subway and there's a bunch of people here, and then you got to go through this gate, you go up these stairs, and then you're at the next side of the subway, and then you can take the train to go to the next town. And then you have little places inside of the subway where you can buy like items and stuff. You can get little accessories here and there. There's a bunch of different shopping districts in some of the places. You can go buy accessories here. You can buy your weapons here. You can go into the Velvet Room from here. Everything is super easy to access, and everything just stands out so well. And if you hold L2, regardless of being inside of a dungeon or not, you're able to get into this little thief mode that pretty much just points out places you can go to. So if you're walking around, let's say, I don't know, whatever random place, right? You're going into the shopping district. If I hold L2 inside of the shopping district, then everywhere else around the character will pretty much dim out, and there will be little bright lights where I can go and buy things. So there'll be like a little yen symbol that kind of just glows up, and that's pretty much how I'm able to distinguish where I can and cannot access, or where I can and can buy things at. Same thing with the Velvet Room. Obviously, you'll see a little boy, little girl, whichever one of the twins is outside of the door, just sitting there on the floor. Boom, there's a giant glowing door, and if you can't see that, well, you can hold L2, and then the glowing door is even bigger. So there you go. Everything in this game, literally everything in this game is so beautiful and so smooth. Even the ugly things like the principal, that guy looks like a thumb. Seriously, he looks like a thumb, but even him, everything in this game is just so fluid and so beautiful. I mean, going into menus in and out is just like boom, like that. The snap of a finger. I can press one button. I'm inside of a menu. I go into my equipment. I'm at my equipment. I equip a new item, and then back out like twice, and boom, I'm back to my dungeon. I'm back to doing whatever the hell I was doing. It's literally that fast. I want to change my persona. It literally takes 5 seconds. Hey, look, I hit my persona button. I go into the persona menu, and then boom, I click a new persona. There I go. I got a new persona. I want to look at my social links to see which one I should raise, because even though I don't understand all this Japanese shit, I can still raise my social links and still get the bonuses from them. Boom, I go into my social links. Boom, I figure out who is at the highest level. Boom, I figure out who the hell I want to go to next. I can see which skill I'm going to get next, and I can Google Translate that shit. And if I don't want to Google Translate that shit because for whatever reason I think it's going to confuse me, even though I could take the context clues of the broken English and I'll still understand where I'm going to get out of it because I played SMT before, I can just go ask somebody on the internet that speaks Japanese to play the game, because it's 2017. It is literally so easy for you to sit down and play a game in Japanese, as hard as you may think it is. With all the resources on the internet and all the fan translations and fan guides and all of that, it's really easy to play these games. I mean, hell, through trial and error, I was able to play Dragon Ball Fusions completely in Japanese, and I didn't understand a lot of things in that game, but I was still able to figure out what I was doing. I was still able to figure out this is a buff, this is a debuff, this is this attack, this is that attack. I read the kanji, I memorized the kanji. Literally, it's 2017. There's places you can go online. You can go on GameFAQs and figure these things out. You can get the test answers for this game on a website. You can literally just Google Persona 5 test answers. Boom, here's your test answers. You got the game in Japanese and you're tired of failing all the tests? Well, boom, there you go. You got the answers. You want to figure out a fusion in Persona 5? Well, boom, you Google Persona 5 fusion list for this, and then it pops up. Literally, everything is online. Everything is so accessible. That being said, if you don't have the game in Japanese, don't worry about importing it because it comes out April 4th. Just pre-order that English version or whatever other version it is. I don't know when the game comes out in Europe, but you can go ahead and worry about getting that. I only have the game in Japanese because I've had it since day one. But with that being said, the fact that it's so easy for me to be able to go through everything and play the game and have 60 hours into the game and understand what's going on, just having to occasionally ask somebody about, story points and things like that. It's a very good job on Atlus's part that they're able to do the game in this fashion that I can literally sit down and play the game, being somebody that only speaks English and Spanish, and understand what's going on. Like, seriously, big props for this game's presentation, man. All the menus are great. The character models look amazing. The demon models look amazing. Navigating menus, like I said before, is literally like that. It's a snap of a finger. You just, boom, and there I am. Boom, there I go. See, I literally just equip something and then I unequip something. I could have done whatever the hell else I wanted in the world and would have just been like that. And the game's just so fluent. It's so good, so beautiful. I love it. And of course, I couldn't talk about how fluid everything was if I didn't bring up the combat, because the combat kind of has this, traditional SMT sense of having everything just be how it normally is. You have your buffs and your debuffs, right? You've got your Tarukajas and your Sukukajas and your Secundas and Tarundas and, things like that, right? And then you got your Mabufus and your Mazio, your Maragis, your Zondyne, whatever the hell, Megidolon, Rampage, Berserk, whatever skill you're going to use, right? You literally press one button, you hit triangle, and it brings up your persona menu. And if you hit another button again, you can hit L1 or R1, and it'll cycle through your other personas that you have, and you can see all their skills and their weaknesses right there on the screen, right? Just so fluid again, so fluid, literally so fluid. You can check the personas right there, be like, boom, let me switch out, switches out in an instant, and then you can use his skills. I want to check a weakness, I can literally just hit what? It's down on a D-pad. Boom, I can check the weaknesses of the monsters I'm fighting. I want to see who's going to get the next turn. I can hit L2 and see who's got the next turn. I want to shoot somebody with my guns. I hit up on the D-pad, and then I select my target. Unless my gun is a multi-targeting, thing, and then boom, I hit the targets. If I want to hit somebody with my sword, I literally just hit circle. Boom, I hit him with my sword. I want to auto-attack because I'm just grinding quickly, and I'm just trying to have my characters go through the monsters as fast as possible. I have the options button, and boom, I auto-attack. I want to guard, I hit X. And the fact that they don't even have to bother of using a bunch of menus that you have to scroll through and change through things like the previous Persona games did, and everything is just set to be mapped on your controller is such a good idea. Seriously, they could have put this idea into any of the other games and it would have been such a great idea and such a good innovation of just having this be so simple to do. I literally hit one button and then I do my actions, and that's all it takes. And because everything is so fast and so easy to cycle through, I'm not sitting here pressing a million buttons just to get to one menu to get one persona summon to use one skill. And because you can freely switch in and out of personas before you attack and stuff, it just, it's great. I don't have to worry about, once I summon this persona, then I can't summon my next one, or I can't rotate back or go back because I accidentally clicked the wrong button. No, you literally just cycle right through them. There you go. Boom. Hit him. Boom. Hit the enemy. Boom. You win. Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Morgana out of 10. That's what this game gets. Music, beautiful. Don't even get me started. Literally, the soundtrack for this game is so godlike. I can sit down and listen to the battle theme of this game for hours. Compared to Mass Destruction and Reach Out to the Truth or whatever, that get stale after a while of hearing, those songs just for so many hundreds of hours while you're in the games. This game? Nah, I can sit here and listen to Last Surprise for hours and I won't get bored of it. And I already have, given I'm barely getting to my 3rd dungeon and I have 60, 70 hours into the game because 1, I've grinded a lot, and 2, I've had the game on in the background. The music has not gotten stale to me at all, and even just walking around, everything sounds great. Going into a different building, everything sounds great. Going in and out of the school, everything sounds great. And speaking of things sounding great, did I mention how alive this game feels? I can go into the school and there's people everywhere. There's people chit-chatting, there's things written on the board, there's people in the hallways, there's people outside the school walking through the hallways, people walking, outside, inside, everywhere. There's always something going on, regardless of where I go on the map. I can go out at night and I can go get a soda at the, soda machine down the street from your house, from the cafe or whatever that you stay at. And then, boom, there's some dude just sitting there, chilling against the wall. And then the crazy drunk teacher's in the corner of an alleyway and he's going all crazy and he's all yuck and all that. I go into the gym and there's a dude in there before me and he gave me the rundown, and then I did the gym stuff and my character kind of just fell and it was oh shit, I hit the treadmill, but hey, I got my HP and my SP up, so I'm okay. I go into the subway and there's a million people going in and out of the trains and going through all of the different little subway pieces, and it's just, the game feels so alive, guys. You guys don't understand. Seriously, when this game comes out in America, everybody's gonna love it. I love it. If you're a fan of traditional turn-based RPGs and you're a Persona fan or an SMT fan or whatever, I mean, if you're an SMT fan or a Persona fan, you probably already really want to get this game. But if you're not convinced, literally just play the game for yourself. That's all I can say. If my words of just praise for this game can't convince you, play the game when it comes out, please. And like I said, if you like RPGs at all, give this game a try, okay? This game is great. The characters are great. The combat is great. The music is great. The presentation is great. The only thing I don't like about this game is Goro, but everything else is great. And the only reason I don't like him is because he gets more bitches than me. So, you know, I'm kind of sad. Like, man, oh man, I'm getting beat by a 2D boy. I'm washed. But with that being said, literally, this game gets some more Ghana out of 10. If you guys enjoyed this kind of review style video, I don't know, click like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm definitely gonna be covering more Persona 5 stuff once the game releases in America. I do JoJo videos normally, but that's not the only thing that I'm doing on this channel. So if you guys got a problem with that, then you can kiss my ass. Goodbye.